supposed to be a game which produces a spectacular contest between the bat and the ball. However, since the game has advanced over the years, the balance seems to now be favoring the batsman. But there are bowlers who are feared by all for the way they bowl and produce wickets. But bowlers often had tough times while facing some of the legendary batters in history. Today at Simbly Chumma, we are talking about 10 such great bowlers and their most feared batsmen. This is in no way a ranking video. Johnson, ABD. Australia's Mitchell Johnson is special because he brought back the concept of fearsome fast bowlers to the game. He had the ability to make any batsman jump around in discomfort with his line, length and pace. In an interview, he said that the most feared batsman for him was ABD, as he was the most difficult to bowl at. ABD, who is also known as Mr. 360, himself didn't know which direction he was about to hit the ball. No wonder Johnson found it hard. ABD might have been a feared batsman to most of the bowlers. Steyn and Sehwag. There's no second guessing when almost every batsman of this century who ever played Dale Steyn felt that he was South Africa's most feared bowler. His bowling was all about accuracy, which had extreme pace, making the ball swing in both ways. On the occasion of Sehwag's 42nd birthday, Steyn tweeted a wish on his birthday and added that he still had nightmares of a match in Chennai when Sehwag hit him all around the park. Pat Cummins, Cheteshwar Pujara. Pat Cummins is easily one of the best bowlers in the world today. World over, he is feared for his ultra-fast swinging deliveries and his deadly accuracy. He recently was asked which batsman troubles him the most, and he answered, it was Cheteshwar Pujara. In an interview, he mentioned that Pujara is like a rock, and with ultra concentration all day, day after day, it is just too difficult to bowl to him and get him out. James Anderson, Graeme Smith. James Anderson is no doubt one of the most legendary fast bowlers of our time, and his pursuit of making the red cherry move is a form of artistry in itself. Even one of the greatest batsmen, Sachin Tendulkar, has found himself in trouble against Jimmy. However, in an interview, he did mention that his most feared batsman that he has ever bowled to was Graeme Smith of South Africa. He especially mentions his first series against him in 2003 when he had only an in-swinger, which was feasted by Smith, and he scored 2 double centuries in that series. Harbhajan Singh, Yunus Khan. Harbhajan Singh, who is one of India's most prolific match winners, has recently, in a live session with Rohit Sharma, revealed about Yunus Khan being one of the toughest he felt while bowling. Harbhajan also mentioned some other names including Jacques Kallis, Matthew Hayden, Brian Lara and Inzamam ul Haq. Here's what Harbhajan Singh said. Yunus has annoyed me too much. I used to feel like crying while bowling to him. Khan was regarded as one of the greatest middle-order batsmen in the longest format of the game. Muralidharan, Brian Lara. One of the greatest spinners who has ever played the game and is also the leading wicket taker in both Tests and ODIs. He praised the West Indian legend Brian Lara as the toughest batsman that he had come across. The spinner said that of all the batsmen in the world that he has played with, he thinks Brian Lara was able to read his ball the best, much better than Sachin Tendulkar. He also added that his hand-eye coordination was very good and Lara was able to adjust very quickly to some really good deliveries. Anil Kumble, Brian Lara. Anil Kumble's contribution to Indian cricket is a feat in itself and can largely be unmatched. However, the legendary spinner did name Brian Lara as the toughest that he had come across while playing for India in an interview with Pomim Bangwa. The Indian spinner mentioned that there were many batsmen that he found difficult to bowl to, but Brian Lara was probably at the top. He mentioned that Lara had 4 different shots to every delivery that a bowler bowled, and that was the biggest challenge. Shoaib Akhtar, Rahul Dravid. Shoaib Akhtar, who is known as the Rawalpindi Express, has bowled in an era which consisted of a lot of all-time great batsmen. Many batsmen in that era had nightmares of Shoaib Akhtar's bowling, but he said that the one batsman who gave him nightmares was Rahul Dravid. He mentioned that he was the first batsman who could intimidate him. He knew that he would have to field for at least 2 sessions more if Dravid was playing. Brett Lee and Jacques Kallis. Brett Lee is another legendary fast bowler produced by Australia. Once he was a nightmare for many legendary batsmen too. The South African player faced more than 400 balls against the fast bowler and was dismissed only 3 times. The former Australian fast bowler termed that Sachin Tendulkar is the greatest batsman, but Jacques Kallis is the more complete cricketer according to him. Shane Warne, Sachin Tendulkar. Shane Warne is one of the most feared spinners in the world. He's the 2nd highest wicket taker in Test cricket ever. In several interviews, he has told that the batsman he fears the most in the world is Sachin Tendulkar. He has also mentioned about the nightmares he had about Sachin's hitting his bowling in Sharjah in 1998 when Sachin danced out to hit his spinning deliveries out of the ground. What do you think of this list? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, press the like button, the share button and do subscribe to Simbly Chumma.